Did you know? While most anime makes its way to the viewer with little to no trouble, not every anime that is greenlit or produced sees the light of day. Action thriller The Five Killers was slated to be a production of Gonzo, the studio behind many notable titles such as Afro Samurai and Samurai 7. Like Afro Samurai, the project enlisted a significant amount of US talent, including George Krstic, director of Megas XLR, and producer Eric Calderon. An original concept of Calderon's, the story features 5 killers being hunted down by an assassin, with the tagline, 3 die, 2 survive, 1 lives, forever. This bears some significant resemblance to the tagline of another tale of assassins hunting killers, director Takashi Ishii's Gonin, or The Five. Starring Beat Takeshi, Gonin involves 5 men who become killers in a botched attempt at a big heist, and are subsequently pursued by hitmen, with the tagline, 5 men, 2 killers, 1 massacre. While no official word was given as to why the series was never finished, the massive restructuring of Studio Gonzo around 2008 is speculated by many to be the reason for the series fading into obscurity. However, the fact that Calderon originally wanted the title to be Gonin, The Five Killers, may have generated some complications due to the aforementioned Takashi film of the same name. Another casualty of the Gonzo restructuring was the anime adaptation of Tadashi Kawashima's Alive! Last Evolutionary Boy. Though it was publicized by various media outlets around 2008, the project never really got off the ground, as neither production company associated with the project listed the anime in their upcoming production slates for 2009. By the time 2010 rolled around, the project was more or less dead, despite efforts to keep it alive. Coincidentally, the original creator, Tadashi Kawashima himself, passed away that same year. A collaboration between Japanese studio TMS, French production company DIC, and French broadcaster TF1 almost resulted in Lupin the Eighth, a would-be television series featuring descendants of the original cast 5 generations into the future. However, during production, the estate of Maurice Leblanc, author of Arsène Lupin, upon whom the Lupin franchise is based, wanted more money in exchange for usage of the name. The producers were unable to comply, dooming the project before it was ever aired. According to LupinEncyclopedia.com, 2 scripts were finished, and the first one even had a title, The Man from the Past. The first episode was the only one to ever be fully animated, and even had some music and effects to accompany it, but due to the aforementioned financial difficulties, a vocal track was never recorded. Gainax has its own fair share of unrealized productions as well. The film Route 20 Galactic Airport was supposed to follow Royal Space Force The Wings of Honeymise. Created by Yoshiyuki Sadamoto and Mahiro Maeda, Route 20 was a product of 80s punk angst and dystopian science fiction. The film centers around 2 bikers, a young woman and a man with a mohawk, fighting rival biker gangs and robotic police, all while being surrounded by Route 20's namesake spaceport wall that separates them from the harsh environment of the outer world. Even with the strong staff heading the project, Route 20's demise was almost all but assured due to many unfortunate circumstances. The biggest contributing factor was the failure of Gainax's previous film, Royal Space Force, at the Japanese box office. Shared similarities with the then recently released cyberpunk smash hit Akira, combined with the overall state of the Japanese economy in the early 1990s, made certain Route 20 would never see the light of day in film form. Fortunately, many ideas were expanded on 2 years later by creator Yoshiyuki Sadamoto in the form of a manga called Route 20 The Town with Gears. And finally, did you know that there was going to be an anime movie based around the Russian pop duo T.A.T.u? Consisting of members Lena Katina and Yulia Volkova, T.A.T.u was at the height of popularity in the early 2000s with #1 hit singles all around the world. The film, ambiguously titled T.A.T.u Paragate, was set to star the onstage personas of Katina and Volkova and was centered around the two entering a paranormal gate of some sort. Even top-tier professionals such as Shinichiro Watanabe had signed on, though the main driving force behind the project was the duo's manager, Ivan Shapovalov, who was credited as original creator. The project ultimately fell through when the duo cut ties with Shapovalov for unrelated reasons. Without Shapovalov, the movie, and most of the information surrounding it, slipped into obscurity. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Make sure you also check out didyouKnowAnime.net for all the latest facts and trivia on anime. By the way, hi, I'm Digibro. If you want to see more videos about the history of anime production, you should also head over to my channel, as I've got some more videos just like this one, as well as countless analytical videos and reviews of all my favorite shows. Be sure and subscribe too, because I put out a lot of content.